Hey guys, how's it going? Solo back with a Friday night episode, the end of another great trading week. Hope you had a green week. Let's get right into it. I want to talk about Corsair Gaming today, and I want to do a really deep dive into what my position is, and I want to talk about why I am still bullish on Corsair, show you some news articles, show you some data, and then you let me know if you agree or disagree. I am very heavy into Corsair positions, as you can see at the bottom of the video, but let's get right into it. Looking at the heat map here, overall, kind of nice rebound during power hour. Most of the market looks like it went green. I saw a statistic that said that the Friday before a 3-day weekend is typically red. And we were red up until about 3 p.m., until about power hour. But looks like we had a strong power hour and cleaned it up nicely. Went green in a lot of these stocks. Yes, they're flat, but at least they're flat green. Let's take a look at Corsair Gaming today. And before we do that, just as a quick reminder, Monday, the stock market is closed. So it's a short trading week next week, only 4 days of trading. So make sure you keep that in mind. Now, Corsair, take a look at this. Finally had a green day on Corsair. In fact, this morning, we were already up about 0.6% in pre-market trading. Then at the opening bell, we just shot off like a rocket. We were all the way up to being up over 4.28% within basically the first 45 minutes of trading. So I thought we were going to have a rocket day today, maybe up 5, 6, 7%. But nope, after that point, we just kind of melted off all day long. And then luckily, at 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, where we basically would have broken even to where we closed yesterday, we reversed directions and we started climbing again up until about power hour, sold off during the first half of power hour, then rallied back right where we left off. So on the day, we closed up just under 2%. And then after hours trading, gained a little bit more back, up another 0.3% after hours while I make this video. So overall, kind of great day on Corsair. Like I said, a long overdue green day. And we'll take a look at the technical analysis in just a few minutes. But on the week, we're still hurting a little bit, down over 7% on the week, just kind of slowly stair-stepping down. Like I said, nice rebound today to end the week. On the month, we're also down, but just a little bit, down 0.4%. On the 3 months, we're going to be green, though, up 50%. So I don't know. If you're bullish on Corsair like I am, this might be a great buy the dip opportunity. Of course, this is not financial advice. These are just my opinions. Let me show you a news article that came out on Motley Fool yesterday, and that was titled Why Investors Weren't Impressed with Corsair's Earnings Beat. And I disagree with this, to be honest with you. So this article is saying that shares dipped as much as 10% following the release of their fourth quarter results yesterday, meaning February 9th. And keep in mind, Corsair did have earnings this week. And they're saying despite the fact that the company beat expectations and issued a rosy forecast, revenue in the fourth quarter surged 70%. And then not only that, but the adjusted earnings per share was 53 cents, and they were estimating 46 cents. So they had a great earnings, but for whatever reason, it was a sell the news event and the stock sold off. I mean, take a look at this chart right here. In the gamer and creator peripheral sector, in terms of the fourth quarter of 2019 compared to 2020 year over year, they were up 104%. So basically double that. And then as far as gaming components and systems, they were up 57%. I think I saw a statistic that said they're estimating, I believe, $2.1 billion, that's billion with a B, in revenue for 2021. And right now, I think the market cap of Corsair is just a little over $4 billion. So a lot of people are saying that this is heavily undervalued and has a lot of room to run. They think that it's the institutions that are holding this stock back because it's 90% institution owned. And also, it's very highly shorted. I've seen figures as high as 55% short float. If a certain subreddit catches wind of this, we may go to the moon, but I'm going to show you that they are not on the Corsair bandwagon right now. Now, the other thing that they say that may have held back some of the investors and why they caused it to sell off is that Corsair continues to be supply limited for most of Q4 in almost every category. So obviously, because of the illness, supplies are limited. They're having a hard time keeping things in stock. But on the flip side, Corsair CEO Andy Hall, he basically says that everything is flying off the shelf. Whenever we get stuff in stock, it's sold. So I like to see that as a bullish sign that their products, they can't keep them in stock. And of course, hopefully, as supply improves, they'll continue to keep up their selling momentum. But the one thing that I disagree about this article is they say that they think that because of this vaccine, that people are going to buy fewer and fewer Corsair things because they're not going to be working from home anymore and they're not going to be gaming anymore. And I really disagree with that, because I play video games. Just because the illness is over doesn't mean I'm going to stop playing video games. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop building my computer. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever built a computer and you've used a Corsair part. Leave me a comment below, because I'm pretty sure it's probably everybody, whether it's from RGB lighting, their RAM, their power supply, their case. I'm sure you have at least one Corsair component in your PC if you've built a PC lately. Let me know in the comments below. But the other thing I want to show you was take a look at this. So this is swaggystocks.com. It tracks Wall Street bet sentiment. So right now, Corsair is not really in the top 10 as far as talked about tickers on Wall Street bets. A few days ago, before earnings, it was up, I believe, around number 4. And if we scroll down, take a look at this. The green shaded area is the positive sentiment on Wall Street bets. The little area of red is negative sentiment. The blue line here is the overall number of comments, and this kind of tan colored line is the stock price. So clearly you can see in the past 2 days, the sentiment, or just the mentions on Wall Street bets, has significantly dropped off on Corsair, but that's okay. I'm fine with flying under the radar, because you know, if or when Corsair starts picking up steam, then Wall Street bets is going to keep talking about it even more. I mean, take a look at this. As Corsair stock price went up, the number of mentions on Wall Street bets also went up. And this spike, like I said, is probably just because of earnings and the high implied volatility, or the high vega that was around Corsair options at the time of earnings. Now, the last thing I want to show you is take a look at this. This is from MarketBeat, and this shows you the overall analyst ratings on Corsair. So right now, 7 analysts have a buy rating on Corsair, 2 have a hold rating. And after these earnings, everybody increased their price target. So we can see right here, we have Credit Suisse, D.A. Davidson, Wedbush, Macquarie, Barclays, and unfortunately Goldman Sachs. And look at them. They all upgraded their price targets from 41 to 49, 33 to 52, 49 to 55, 42 to 50, 45 to 51. And even Goldman Sachs, which this does not make sense to me, they downgraded the stock from a buy to a neutral, but then they upgraded the price target from 35 to 44, which doesn't make sense to me. There's been speculation that Goldman Sachs is trying to dump the stock so they can buy it back at a cheaper price. You know, you let me know if you agree or disagree. But right now, looking at these price targets right here, the lowest price target is $44. We closed today just over 43. I mean, seems like the average price target is somewhere in the low 50s. So I still think there's plenty of room for this stock to run. I'm going to be patient. As you can see, I have shares and some cash secured puts that all expire next Friday. So I'm hoping to make some nice tendies, nice money from that, hopefully. But we'll have to wait and see. I like the analyst rating. Let's take a look at the technical analysis chart here. And I also like what I'm seeing here. Longtime viewers know previously I had a kind of a wedge pattern that showed up on Corsair, but now I think we're more in a parallel channel. And take a look at this. 4250, this area of trend that I drew a while back, looks like it was initially resistance. We topped out there December 22nd, topped out there pretty much January 14th, and really again on January 28th, and lately on February 3rd. But now it looks like it's support. Take a look at this. We bottomed out there on February 10th. We pretty much topped out there yesterday, and today we bottomed out there again. So honestly, part of me thinks that yesterday, intraday, we dropped as low as about a little over $40, just below this orange line, which is the 21-day moving average. I think that that was, if you don't have shares already, I think right here was your buy the dip opportunity. Because if you could have gotten shares around like the low 40s, I think now the base is going to be around 42.50 or so. And my prediction is that we're not just going to bounce off that and keep rising. Hopefully, maybe 45 will then be the next support, and we'll just keep staircasing up higher and higher and higher. Maybe 42.50, 45. Let's go to 47. Let's go to 50. And just with time, hopefully we'll just keep on the up and up. This is an upward sloping parallel channel, which I like. It's bullish. But that's really my TA. I really like that we held this area of support at 42.50, and hopefully we just continue up from there. That's why I think my shares right now are just a few cents under $40. So I'm really happy about that. And I think, like I said, if you missed the opportunity here, sub 41-ish, I don't know if you're going to get another chance. It seems like support right now is around 42.50. Again, this is just my opinion, not financial or investment advice. Now, the other thing I want to show you, this is from Thinkorswim, and I've been playing around with the TTM Squeeze indicator. And the other reason I am bullish today is because take a look at this. So this is the TTM Squeeze at the bottom. Today, right here, this green dot is the first green dot on Corsair of this year. And that tells us, here's the dates here at the bottom. These prior green dots are from December of last year. That tells us that this is the start of a squeeze. So I'm going to be paying very close attention because today might be the beginning of when we start rocketing up and up if this squeeze indicator is to be believed. So I'm really liking this setup right now on Corsair. Let's take a look at the trade UI data to see what the option flow looks like for today. So here's the trade UI platform. We're taking a look at Corsair today. Only 2 order flows came in. One was a call, one was a put. Not for huge money. The most recent one was this call option that came in just before lunchtime for a $50 strike that expires next week for $25,000. So someone is betting pretty big that we're going to hit 50 or get close to it or more next week. I'm really liking that play right there. Now the put option may be a hedge. It's a 35 strike call that expires in March of this year for $80,000. We'll have to wait and see what happens. This might be a hedge, but I'm really liking this 50 strike call. That's really aggressive. I hope we get to 50. I'll be able to lock in a good amount of profit if we do. That's going to wrap up this video. Make sure you join the Discord server if you're not in there already. Add me on Reddit, StockTwits, Instagram, and Twitter. Most importantly, I hope you had a green week, and let's have another green week next week. I'll see you on the moon.